job, or?
You mean Texas?
No, didn't you move to, you guys lived in Kentucky for a while?
No.
No? Oh, I guess my mom moved to Kentucky after living in Texas. Okay, so then why did you move to Texas?
Well, it's a long story, but I worked in this lab, and they needed somebody at night, and I had worked that shift, but and so nobody wanted that night shift, and they couldn't hire anybody, so they laid me off of my day shift. The five pathologists, five doctors owned 3 hospital labs, or ran them, I guess I should say, and the private lab, and I had been hired at their private lab, and so they laid me off there, and 5 minutes later they handed me that I could work this night job, and I said, so I wrote them a thank you letter and said, I'm not taking that night job, and I came down here.
Okay. And my parents all went to...
A widow with 5 children, we'd be forced to take that night job, so...
Yeah. And I guess you were just offered a job in Houston?
No, I came down here and I looked for a job.
Oh, yeah, in Texas, right? In Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And, let's see. Okay.
I worked for 15 years at Baylor College of Medicine in a research lab.
Okay. My mom mentioned that. She said that people in Dallas, she remembers arriving here, and everyone had, like, huge hair, and everyone dressed super nicely. In Houston, maybe. Maybe not in Dallas. Okay. And, okay, so, let's see. So, because you're Catholic, do you ever remember, I know that there was, like, during JFK's election, there was a lot of controversy over the fact that he was Catholic. Did you ever experience discrimination because you're Catholic?
Of course.
I mean, really? What did people do?
Well, I was in, one time I was flying to Saudi Arabia. This is the only really discrimination I ever encountered. I've lived among Catholics most of my life, and they were my friends, but this one time, we landed in Amsterdam, and we were there for a few days rest before we continued on to Saudi Arabia. So I got up on Sunday morning and went to church. There was a church, I guess, near the hotel where I could walk. So after Mass, I went into the dining room where we could, I guess, get our breakfast because we were with Arabian American oil company. And there were two men my age about, and 2 women at the table that were on the plane, and I had met them on the plane, so I joined them. And of course I had my prayer book with me at the time, and the 2 girls kind of laughed at me for going to church. And when we got to Saudi Arabia, both of those guys came up to me. Well, in fact, they both asked me out. They said, you made us feel like a heel because they were both Catholic. And so these girls ridiculed me, but it fell on deaf ears because they thought they were making points with these guys, but they didn't at all.
Yeah. But you didn't. Did most of the Catholic community vote for JFK during that election?
We were in at the time of the election, I think we were in Iran.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we had a vote by proxy or whatever.
Oh, okay. But, so you weren't here to experience most of that?
No.
Were you here to experience any of his presidency?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
And not his death either. We weren't here.
Yeah. And also, so I only had to do like 10 minutes, and it's already been 30 minutes. Thanks so much for talking to me. I just wanted to ask also, so background knowledge for the recording. My grandmother has pretty much been to every place on the planet. She travels a ton. So, what is the most interesting place you've ever been?
Well, I've been to a lot of interesting places. enjoyed going to exotic places like Petra in Jordan, Petra. It's a city built in the rocks. I enjoyed South America.
I mean, so in most of those places, were you treated pretty well? Even, I mean, because I know, or was it bad to be an American in any of those places?
Well, you don't go around advertising that you're American. When you're out of the country, you play very low key. You try to fit in. That's where the term ugly American came in, when some of these people throw around their money and they dress. You're always warned not to, put on your best clothes and jewelry and stuff like that. Because no matter what cruise, we were just on a cruise to South America a couple years ago, and some woman had some gold pulled off her neck, some gold. So you're always careful. You're always cautious about not showing any wealth of any kind. Because Americans are really resented all over the world, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Mimi. I think that's all I need for now. I mean, it is all I need. That was 31 minutes, and I have to edit that down to 10 minutes. But thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I appreciate that. So, yeah, have a great time in South Padre. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.